September 11th and September 12th.
Okay, I have a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passed. Warrants, Mike?
Commissioners, I have warrants for September 14th in the amount of $680,932.80. This included payments to Utah State Division of Finance on Tri-County Health, the airport equipment and fence, and the community center, which, did you bring me a check? Cheryl? I need a check from you for your payment on your loan. Anyway, $337,000, and also there was a one-time payment in here to Utah Association of Counties for the dues for the NACO and the LATCF to build that with NACO if that all comes to fruition.
And they're still holding
They're going to hold it
our money and
until they have
to
100%
get this
participation. In my
center.
understanding. Anyway, that was in here.
We had agreed to that earlier. We
Correct.
paid one.
No, we didn't pay anything. It's all in this year's budget.
We agreed to it.
Correct.
But there's two payments or something like that.
It's going to be, but we made one.
We made one, and now is this the second one? Or
But this is it.
this is it? There is going to be a second one coming about too, right?
Nope, this is the full 10%.
Okay, okay.
Or 1%. It was 1%.
1%. I was thinking
1%
it's
of
going to
the
allow us
total.
to do it in two payments if we wanted, but it don't matter.
Right.
Yeah. All righty. Any questions?
And no claims.
Okay. Any?
Sorry, can you repeat the total amount one more time?
Sure. $680,932.80.
Okay. Any questions? Anything else? All right. Tax matters. All right. Zeke, you're on. Western Park thinks they need a new roof or something.
Mr. Chair, real quick, Zeke, before you go. We do have a closed session that is scheduled as item 11. I think Mike Wilkins has a hard deadline that he needs to be out. So if we can just keep track of how the meeting's going, if we need to, the closed session will be pretty quick.
Is it something that we got to be on Zoom for, or?
No,
okay.
it's just our group. But I
Okay.
just want to, I didn't have a
Okay.
chance to talk to you, Brad, because
Okay.
of all the meetings.
All right, keep it moving, Zeke.
So
You
let's
got-
just keep moving and I'll
You
let
got
you know.
8 seconds, Zeke.
We've got an RFP award here for the Western Park roof RFP that we put out for bid. We received 3 bids. I've handed you the score sheet that goes over those 3. So we had Pit Roofing, Pro West, and Contract West. The price of those 3 bids, Pro West was the low bid at $90,541. Then Pit Roofing came in at $157,655. And then Contract West came in at the high bid at $199,700. We did give Pit Roofing that 5 because they are local. We gave them a 5% discount, so their evaluated bid was $149,722, considering that 5% local discount. So I went over this in the work session, and you guys had asked me to go over this again here. This is just how we evaluate the bids. So we had an evaluation committee of 3 review members. They get together and they assign what the mandatory minimums are, which are these here. And so that's what they have to do in order to be considered to get a score. And then there's technical criteria that we assign here, and those are given scores on a scale of 0 to 5. And there's a list of those from fail, poor, unsatisfactory, satisfactory, good, and excellent. So once they assign that technical criteria that we'll be evaluating them on, then they set a weight to which is most important to least on how they want those scores to be affected. And then they go ahead and review the bids and assign them a score here on a scale of that 0 to 5. And then that takes into consideration the weight and gives them points based on that criteria. Down here at the bottom, the committee selects on how they want the scoring to reflect versus the cost points, so how they want cost to affect their score. On this one, they set that percentage at a 40% of the points awarded will be based on how their costs came in. So once each committee member has reviewed all of them, so we had 3 bids, we had 3 evaluators, so they gave me 9 of these sheets. So then we take these sheets and put them on a summary sheet here by category, and then these weights are carried over from the previous screen, and they're given an average score in each category by each evaluator. And then, so down here at the bottom, this is the results of the technical point section. So Contract West was the one with 40.67 points on the technical criteria. And then we come here and evaluate the price, the cost. So this is Pit Roofing's price, Pro West, and Contract West. And they are times by the weight that the committee assigned on the previous screen, and then they're given points based on that. So Pro West won that section of it. And then this is the overall summary of the scoring, taking into consideration the weights of the cost versus the technical criteria. And the reason we do that, we assign more weight to the technical criteria because we're wanting to make sure we're not just buying low price wins here. This is a construction project or something that we want to make sure we're getting a quality job done on it. So they came out to be the overall winner. Pro West did with 70.33 points. Contract West came in second at 55.78, and then Pit Roofing at 51.47. So as a result, the evaluation committee recommends that we award this contract to Pro West based on their submitted bid price of $90,541.
Do we need to evaluate this anymore? Take that contract under advisement, Mike, or we're
that's what
good
they've
there?
already done.
We're all good that direction. Concerning to me that they're $60,000 lower than the second bid and 110,000 lower than the next bid. It's a lot of money for no more than the amount is. It concerns me. I'm just making comments, but I love what you've done here, evaluations. You've looked like it, to me, you went over it, thicknesses, metals and stuff like that's all, met there, so.
I agree with you to a degree. I know I'm not a person that believes in checking references, because if someone gives a reference, it's someone they know will give them a good reference. I want to look at history, though. Did anyone do that at all on jobs they've done in the last year, maybe?
So-
And not just their references?
Yeah, so on our evaluating, so if we follow the state's process, and they highly recommend that we don't consider anything that we didn't post in the RFP. And that was something that we talked about that we wanted to consider, but we didn't advertise that would be part of the scoring process, so we didn't.
You don't have to score them on it. You can still check into it, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely discussed amongst the committee.
But they didn't
Prior
do any of that?
experience, there was no official scoring on it, though.
Okay. So, I mean, there was discussion. Was there anybody that did check on prior jobs that were done by this company?
There was direct experience with a few of the contractors
Okay.
with the
that
county.
they had worked with,
And so
okay.
that's the part that was discussed, is their
but not
direct.
scored, but discussed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I would like to know and see. Is
Sure.
that, I think that should be something that should be evaluated in, maybe, I don't know if you want to put it in one of these criteria, but to make sure that we're looking at least the last year of jobs that they've completed and see what those entities felt on how good of a job they did, quality, time, everything.
Yeah, as a committee, we talked about that, and it was something that we wished we would have included, and we will in the next one.
Okay.
All righty.
But we did look at the warranty. The warranty from Pro West was a 25-year warranty, so everything checked out as far as the technical
And all that.
criteria goes, so we were confident still awarding them.
They bond when they do jobs like these?
We didn't require one on this one.
Okay. Do we require that over a certain amount, or do you know?
We haven't really addressed that yet, no.
I think it would be smart to address something like that, because then if they do what we've had happen with previous contractors and maybe default or not finish the job or do a terrible job, then there ought to be some way we can collect to repair or fix whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that needs to be set by this committee or a certain committee, but I think that'd be something to look at.
Okay, yeah, we'll
Okay.
look at that.
All righty. Any other questions, comments? Then I guess motions.
I would make a motion that we award the Western Park roof bid or RFP to Pro West at a cost of $90,541.
Have a motion.
I'll second.
Second, all in
We
favor?
have,
Oh,
just real
oh.
quick, we have the motion state in approval of all contracts, subject to attorney review. Because once we
Oh.
award the bid, we're gonna have to enter
Oh,
into the
okay.
contract, but
Okay.
Yeah.
we don't have to bring it back here if everything
Okay.
checks out.
No, I would add that to my motion to be approved by the attorney.
I have no problem. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Let's see, Zeke, you're on the hot seat. No, who's next? Yeah, Zeke.
Yeah, we did go, so we opened this bid for the Western Park Rotomill and Parking Lot Asphalt Project yesterday. The committee did meet today and requested more time, so we're asking to table that until next
Okay.
week.
Okay.
Number 6 is tabled. Matt Kazir, fee waiver.
Thank you for giving a date on when that's tabled too. I think that's important as well.
Sorry, did the dates get, or the numbers get skipped over?
We're on number 6.
Zeke was tabling number 5.
5, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then we're on 6.
I need to clean my glasses.
No, it's all right, I just wanted to double check.
Okay, number 6, Matt.
Okay, this is a memorandum of agreement with the state of Utah Division of Emergency Management. And this is for updating the FEMA floodplain maps for our community. And basically it states that the county has been involved and will continue to be involved with the project, and that we have reviewed their scope of work and we are comfortable with them moving forward with that scope of work. These projects this project's already a multi-year project, and it's gonna be another 2 or 3 years before they're finished with it, but we'll stay involved. We've been involved, and we've even had local engineers that have been involved with the process to make sure that they're addressing the areas that are the biggest problem for us, because they can't do a detailed study on every single waterway that we have in our county, but we've met with them and outlined the areas where we have the biggest problem or the most people that are affected by those things, so that we can get the best information in those areas. So, with that, this agreement does have a signature for the commission chair and then for me as the floodplain administrator.
Okay. Any questions, comments, motions to approve with approved signature? Yes?
There's no money involved? This is just an agreement for them to do that?
Correct, no money involved.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to approve the memorandum of agreement for the Wasatch Uintah Basin Risk Management Mapping, Assessment, and Planning Map Project, Phase 2, Data Development.
Got a motion?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. All right, now let's try the fee waiver request. Matt Kazir, Special Service District 1.
Yeah, so this is a fee waiver request for a 5K and half marathon run that the district puts on. The fee that the county charges for these type of events is $100. And so the rec district is requesting a fee waiver. There was a question yesterday about where the money goes and things that they get from the entrance fees and things. And I'd talked to Cheryl about that a little bit with Special Service District 1. And she said that they try and make it to where they collect just enough of a fee to be able to cover the event. So the event doesn't actually make money. They just try and break even in order to have things for people to do and people to enter. So,
Good. All right, any questions, comments, motions?
I'd make a motion that we approve the fee waiver for the Uintah Special Service District Number 1 temporary use permit for the 5K and half marathon run.
And that is, what, $100? Just
$100, yes.
Yeah.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passed. All right, Jess. You're on, Jess. 15 seconds. You wait, sit there 15 seconds.
All right, Jess Herman, Facilities. We are renewing the lease with DMV on the first floor. It'll start April 1st, 2024 and expire March 31st, 2029. It's 832 square feet. We are charging them $13.93 per square foot, which equals the monthly rent is $966. It was reviewed, assessor checked it out for costs, for, average pricing. Everything looks good. So I'm just asking for approval to renew their lease.
All righty.
And then that doesn't increase again until the 5 years, 6 years
Yeah, then
is up?
5 years, then they have a consideration for increasing that to $1,054 per month.
Okay,
for
so this
inflation.
was an
And-
increase with this renewal?
No, this one stays at $966 per month, and then in April 1st, 2029, for inflation, that they're an
10%?
option to review is $1,054 per month.
Okay,
I believe it's 10% over 5 years, right? I think when I looked at it,
Might be,
yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
what it is.
I think that's what we talked about yesterday.
yeah. Okay.
All righty.
And it just needs a commission signature.
Oh, yeah, there's something else I was supposed to sign. I need to get it signed. But okay, let's make any other comment.
Motion
Motion?
that
Okay,
we approve the DMB lease agreement as presented by Mr. Herman.
got a motion.
Second?
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passed. All right. John Sturmer, airport agreement.
Hey, Commissioners, so yesterday we had a chance to discuss this, the interlocal agreement for the operation and maintenance of the Vernal Regional Airport. One part that has not been solidified yet that I wanted to bring up was, we had talked about if there would be a trigger to evaluate or reevaluate the amount that the two entities are putting in, 200,000 from Vernal City and 600,000 from Uintah County. What I came up with, if people are agreeable to it, that we write into this interlocal that if costs go over the 800,000 twice during any 5-year period, then that would trigger an automatic review. Of course, the entities can always talk, and encouraged to do so, but I think it would be good that if any one entity sees that, then they go, hold on a second, we gotta chat. And I only was doing the overage because it sounded like in the conversation, both at the joint city-county meeting and in our work session yesterday, that both entities feel like it's a good idea to start building up some money into that fund so we could cover more projects. So I'm not including something if we are below the 800,000, because it seems like that's the goal of the entities anyway, is to build up that fund.
Yeah.
So if you all are agreeable to that, the rest of the terms that came from the 75-25% split. And then if we're agreeable as a county to spend the $737,044.57, which is the amount that would be the 75% of already pre-approved or already approved projects.
But at this time, we can't approve that, can we? It says for discussion only, or can we on the,
No, just the word is on discussion on there, but
okay,
it's here as an action item.
okay, all righty. Any other questions, comments, motions?
Well, in this motion, I just wanted to make sure, do we need to approve paying the $737,000?
If you approve the interlocal, it has it in it.
So just approving the
So we just need
interlocal.
approval of the interlocal. If you want the addition of that trigger
Okay,
of any
two-time
two
exceedance in
times
a 5-year
in a
period.
5-year period. That was my suggestion. If somebody wants to suggest something else,
Okay,
feel free, but.
all right.
Okay.
I would make that motion then, that we approve the interlocal agreement with the changes as noted, with the trigger, if it exceeds this amount in 2 times in a 5-year period, that it be reviewed by contract or by the agreement. And that's it.
Okay,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, public
Okay, so
comment.
I'll make those changes and then I'll get it over to Mike and Quinn.
Okay.
And then if everybody's good, then we can sign it. Okay.
Public comments. It'll take me longer to read it if nobody's gonna stand up. Okay. All right, we have a need for a closed session, and should we just stay right here, or do we need to
I
go
think
small?
is it easier just to stay here for this discussion, Mike? For the minutes? Okay.
All righty.
I make a motion that we recess into a closed session, and upon completion of it, then adjourn.
Okay. Got
And I'll
a
second.
Second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. All righty. Did we get done in time for Mike to have our meeting?